Tim Albright with AVNation at InfoComm 2017 in the Christie booth with Jeevan, Vivgananthan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Thank you, by the way, for having us. We appreciate it. You guys are doing some really interesting things. One of the things that kind of, I'm not going to say shocked me, but the way you're doing it kind of blew me away, and that's your Terra line.
Yeah, Terra line.
Well, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No,
it's your line. I'm just excited about it.
It's a pretty amazing new technology we're bringing out. So the industry has generally been moving to moving video from, instead of individual cables, AV over IP, putting it on Ethernet cables. That's really the future of where signal distribution is going. Christie's really excited to launch the Terra line. It's a new set of products that allows you to move 4K 60 uncompressed video all around your network safely, securely, and it can be used for extension, it can be used for great system savings cost, it can be used for all sorts of different things. It's a pretty amazing release. Christie is a founding member of something called the SDVoE Alliance. Yep. And so this is our first set of products in that family. So we're really excited to talk about the future of AV over IP.
So this is not Christie's first video processing device. All right, bear with me for a second. But why get into signal distribution and signal over IP?
That's a great question. So one of the reasons that Christie's involved in sort of all aspects of display, if we think about it from content to display, you have different devices all the way in the chain. So you have maybe a media server, an image processor that might be manipulating and moving an image. That image then has to move to a display. We wanted to make a whole ecosystem that is sort of a safe and secure place that you can move your data easily, low cost, unrestricted, high bandwidth stuff. So the Terra solution is sort of the underpinning of how that video moves. And really as the world shifts from AV paradigm to IT paradigm, using standardized 10 gig switches and all that kind of stuff, it allows a much lower cost point and a much easier way to move video. But we have all of the image processing and displays to really make that. So Christie's really trying to focus on the whole solution, not just any one individual piece. Terra, you can consider sort of an underpinning of everything that we're going to continue to build upon.
I want to point something out though. You use the word data to talk about video distribution.
Okay, thank you.
That's a huge thing, right? Because you're not wrong. The way that we're moving, this is no longer 10, 15 years ago. Folks tried to get video over Cat5, right? But it was still analog video. This really is data.
That really is.
That we're moving.
Yeah. And to that point, it's actually a great point to bring up. To that point, specifically in AV over IP, the Terra solution, Christie's Terra solution, it is moving video in a digitized form, which is data, large amounts of data. The solution itself though supports other things like actual Ethernet connection, so you have control and command, KVM, all that kind of stuff is all integrated into one seamless environment. So you're right, the old distinction between video cables versus data cables, that's blurring and joining, and that's really where the power over AV over IP exists. Why Christie decided to invest in the SDVoE and be a founding member. We know that the whole world is shifting into this place. It really does offer sort of a new frontier of long life connectivity, security, all sorts of different things that are sort of part of this AV over IP and Ethernet ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm still I'm excited about it. But you guys have a big booth, and it's not just that. One thing that you and I were talking about was you use the term canvas a lot on a couple of your different products that are significant projectors. Why is looking at the overall canvas when we're talking about projection here? Why is that important?
So at Christie, this time around in terms of canvas, we're showing projections. If you think of an artist painting on a canvas, it's really about bringing an image to life. It's about the color palette you offer. And so this year at InfoComm, we're really proud to be showing two brand new projector families that we're previewing. RGB technology, it's just got this phenomenally rich color palette that you can really explore. It's a Rec 2020 for those who care about specs. It's got this great color volume, but really what does it mean? It's like an artist painting on a canvas and creating these just absolutely amazing images. We have been listening to customers who stop in front of our RGB projection and they go, wow, I just can't believe that I can express these kinds of colors on a digital canvas. Eye-popping is the word. And then we also have a new line of laser phosphorus solutions we're also previewing. Again, great color palette to really project these really eye-popping images. Again, Christie's trying to really work the word canvas we're using in almost all aspects of what we do. We have products that allow you to put pixels on that canvas. We have projectors and displays that allow you to really bring that canvas to life with the color richness.
Well, and one of the ones that you, this isn't necessarily brand new, but you've had LED technology for a while. One of the ones you're showing, a demonstration you're showing is a command and control center, right? It looks, to me, it looks like a TV studio type command and control center. How do you get integrators and help them along when it comes to getting into that space and using your product to, send out and create these canvases, to use your word, to create these really intricate, sometimes complex command and control layouts?
So that's another great question. The application of LED in control rooms is something that's been new. It's new, and we're proud to sort of show it at the booth here this year. There's a transition going on, right? There's so many different display devices available to people. LED walls, which Christie has, old cube technology, and so on, and projection. And what we say at Christie is that it's kind of like the right light for the right application. So to answer your questions, to get integrators and partners to sort of figure out what's next, we typically showcase all the different technologies. And that's one of the things we're proud of at the Christie booth here, is that we're showcasing our LED solutions in the control room application, for example, as big banner walls, our latest generation projectors, all powered by these great image processors. We're proud to be launching a Spider X80. All of these pieces are sort of showcase how you can combine them all for the right light for the right application.
You have a lot of products here. If I'm coming to the show and I've only got time to spend like a couple, I got to swing through Christie and swing out. What is the one thing that you want them to see?
Okay, a tough question this year, to be very honest. Christie's showing a lot of new stuff. My pick that you should come and see is come see our next generation Spider X80. For those who know in the industry, Spider X20 has been a real powerhouse in the industry. It's a processor, a pixel processor, real-time, uncompressed, unrestricted images. Our Spider X80 takes that Spider X20 and just literally blows it out of the water with this totally unrestricted 4K 60, just a machine with such raw horsepower. Nothing else in the industry touches it. It's really just a demonstration of technical prowess, but meeting the needs of some, if you think about LED walls, for example, which Christie has, very, very high resolution pixel canvases that need a lot of pixel processing power underneath to make it come to life. Projection mapping, we have such, projection mapping is evolving where so many projectors can get stitched together into these large canvases. The Spider X80 has the power to drive this 4K future, unrestricted.
Wow.
It's my highlight, and it ties to almost everything else we're doing in the displays. The Spider X80 and other processing solutions are powering all our displays at the booth this year.
All right. So we've talked about Spider, we've talked about your projection, but you also have a couple of other lines of flat panels.
Yeah, we're Christie's proud to launch a new Access line of flat panels. We have a great lineup of tile displays for anybody doing a tiled video walls. Again, this idea of canvas that things can be stitched together and put into large solutions. We've got video wall solutions, but we have this brand new Access line of flat panels. So for meeting rooms, for huddle rooms, for educational needs, and so on. Christie lineup of professional LCD displays, flat panels, that'll really help tease out every application. Again, we're trying to cover our entire customer's needs, whether they're trying to solve the biggest projection mapping or the biggest LED wall, or the small meeting rooms and all that space. Our Christie Access line will be able to handle that. We also have some great new laser phosphor projection in our 1DLP lineup. These things are amazing. You have to see them. Like 10,000 lumens in these really tiny boxes. Just phenomenal, that kind of brightness in a super small box of great image quality.
Well, absolutely, and when you get that close, 10,000 lumens will go a long way.
It will go a long way.
All right, so the Spider, when does the Spider and Terra come out?
Spider and Terra will be all out by towards the end of the summer and early fall.
Okay. All right, very good. Jeevan, if somebody's coming to the show, where do they find you? And if they're not at the show, how do they find you?
All right, so if you're covering the booth, come down and visit us at Christie at the booth. We're at booth number 2553. And if you don't have a chance to come see us, please visit us on our website, www.christiedigital.com.
All right, Jeevan, thank you so much,
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
My name is Tim Albright. If you want to find us, you can find us at avnation.tv.